When last we left our space crew in training, they were a space crew in training. There had been some downtime. You were making your way pretty much all the way across the Outer Rim, which is going to take a while, both in universe and in the mechanics of this game, which I have recently learned how space travel mechanics work.
But we're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Shirakan.
Now you are. There was a good bit of time, but the crew was celebrating with the hard-won glitter spice. A little bit of it. And Hondo was taking that time to train you all in the positions of a spacefaring vessel, coming out in a shortcut. I don't know if you could hear my air quotes, but they were there. That Hondo was familiar with in these parts of space. You were very quickly bombarded with warnings on the scanners of several ships in this empty part of space. Looking out of the viewports, you saw Imperial Star Destroyers, their ominous gray triangle shapes, pretty far off in the distance. But almost immediately you were hailed in a way that overrode all your security measures, and you heard an Imperial cadet or someone on the communications crew say in a clipped voice, "Shut off all your systems and prepare to be boarded. You are trespassing in Imperial space," and saw tiny fighter ships coming towards you, all in the same shape, that of a bow tie, which is why they're called that. It also apparently stands for Twin Ion Engine, but that was definitely made after the fact. So you can't fool me, George. And they screeched as they neared you. We're gonna need to roll initiative, but first,
you sound like a howling space beagle.
Everyone can make an intelligence check.
Ooh, starting
Cool.
off with it.
Ashaa, you have advantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Papa!
All right. I'm ready to go.
That's 23, DM. Just base intelligence.
That's all we need. You see these TIE fighters coming towards you? You actually...
Oh, thank God.
There was a period of time where you maybe even like half considered joining the Navy because it would have gotten you off of Shirakan. Earl protested heavily, and you realized, yeah, probably a bad idea. Aliens don't fare very well in the Imperial ranks. Non-humans, I mean. You are fully and painfully aware that TIE fighters are not made for boarding. This voice claims that you are to be boarded. TIE fighters only shoot. You can do with that what you will.
We're clearly not about to be boarded. I think they're gonna shoot us out of the... they're gonna Dairy Queen us out of the fucking sky.
Dairy who now?
The
Dairy
same for
Queen
back home.
was a very popular hut singer. No.
Oh my God!
She was thick.
Either Heaton or Brooke, draw that right fucking now.
What? Laptop's downstairs.
No.
Everyone needs to roll initiative with your stats.
Dog
Okay.
champ.
Oh my.
Roll
Oh my
pretty
God.
good.
Awful.
I don't think I'm gonna do well today.
My gotcha luck has been shit, which means I'm gonna roll pretty okay today. It's directly inverse. I promise. It has happened enough times where if my gotcha luck is shit, my rolls in D&D will be good.
Oh, fun. I'm a coordinator, and that's what I fucking get.
Sounds like we all rolled pretty bad.
I rolled a 19. Excuse you.
Your dungeon master
Sorry.
has familiarized himself with the rules. We're going to make some mistakes. I'm going to make some tweaks on the fly. There's a lot to this ship combat. We're going to make this fun. We're going to make this interesting. And also, I wanted to shout this out in the recording. There's a lovely playlist of tutorials on the YouTubes by one user named DarkSamus224. Very, very helpful in me familiarizing myself with this stuff. I was lost until I watched his summaries. So
I was
thank you
lost
very
and
much.
then I was found by Dark Samus 229.
Yeah. And so, first rule, when ships are rolling initiative, every crew member of a ship rolls initiative. The ship's initiative equals the lowest initiative rolled. So, unfortunately, this ship rolled a 5.
What did you get, Ben?
Why don't we go around the table before I...
It's in the chat. We have a 6, a 19, and a 5.
Oh, hold on. I'm about to blow everybody's fucking mind. Oh wait, actually, it's not that bad. Never mind.
Oh wait. 9.
Never mind.
Okay. Your ship has rolled a 5. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, this squad of ties is going first. We are going to do a thing, though. I am linking a Google Sheet. I know this is a mess, but you will see what matters shortly.
Bear with me. I know this is taking a while.
No. This is your ship's stat block. It is called the Flare Star.
Okay.
Before combat truly starts, Hondo has, like, he's in one of the computer chairs and he has, like, pulled over a little computer arm and he has, like, 2 monitors. He's not panicking. Hondo never panics. But he is frantically going about his task.
He is quickly pressing buttons.
I didn't know there was going to be an entire Imperial fleet. I'm going to get us a jump to hyperspace. It's going to take time. You have to shake these TIE fighters. Shoot at them. Whatever you need to do.
Shoot them, quickly.
As he's saying that, the 6 ties in a perfect, like, V formation are coming at you all. And these TIE fighters get to make 2 attacks per, but they were a good distance away from you. So I believe with their movement, they have 350 feet of movement. They can't quite get into normal weapon range. They are going to shoot at you with disadvantage. As you can see, your ship's armor class is 15. Let's see what they can do. Oof, that one rolled a natural 1. We're fine.
Uh-huh.
Eat shit. Eat shit and die, asshole. Fall off your horse.
Fuck you and the horse you ran in on.
That's a miss. We're at 3. Ooh, that'll hit.
I can't
So one of
see
them
our ship
hits.
stats.
Click the starship sheet at the bottom.
Ooh, that one really missed.
Oh, that'll... Yep. Okay.
That one missed. 6 ties, all in a nice V formation. Green bolts arc through the vast emptiness of space towards you all, but, like, all of them, like a firing squad, most of them miss except the one that was directly centered on you, and hit the ship for 3 damage. 3 energy damage.
Okay.
That damage goes to your shield points.
Okay.
67 minus 3 is...
It's 64.
64. I'm gonna keep track of it in this calculator. But that is all of those TIE fighters' turns. They
Okay, cool.
are now about... Hold on, let me do the math in my head. We're dealing in hundreds of feet, and that's hard.
Space feet.
Yeah, space feet. Meters... The queen's measuring the correct one. Actually.
Isn't 1 square 50 feet?
Yes, in
Okay, one
space
square-
combat.
Yes. So just add a 0,
Yeah,
or
basically.
subtract a 0 from the total in ship length or ship measurements.
Yeah. So they're about 700 feet from you.
Okay.
At this moment, and they all lance their weapons out towards you.
Okay.
But now it is your turn. Everyone inside the ship gets to take an action. You all decide what order you want to do it, turn by turn. Unless we think that's too complicated, in which case...
That's too complicated for our first time out.
Yeah, okay, so we will make an initiative order based on what you guys rolled.
Okay.
Hondo is going to do the same thing every turn. I was going to bullshit this, but I actually learned this is mechanics. To successfully make a jump to hyperspace, you either need 10 minutes of peace to carefully make the calculations, or a handful of successful astrogation checks.
Ooh.
Depending upon what Hondo rolls on these astrogation checks, gives him a certain number of successes. He needs 10 calculations.
Okay.
And so that's what he says. I will calculate the jump. You'll need to take all of these ties. And he's like just hammering away on these computers. I knew I should have bought a better nav computer. And I'm going to go ahead and make that check. He gets a +5. The ship has proficiency in astrogation. Okay. So that means astrogation is an intelligence check. We're using the ship's intelligence. But because it has proficiency, Hondo gets to add his proficiency bonus. So Hondo has +5 to this.
Got it. Is everybody else following this, or am I the only crazy one here?
I'm following.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm just gonna nod.
I've been trying to do my homework since like
Yeah.
For like a month.
yeah.
You guys don't need to worry about this yourselves. I'm just making this clear for everyone. Hondo
The
rolled
viewers at
a 13. A 13 means one completed equation. You're at 1 out of 10. In fact, let me
Roll
make sure I
higher!
write that down. Yeah. Listen, he didn't roll great. There, if he rolls too low, he can get 0. So, look for that not to happen.
You know,
Yeah.
I should have. I should have. It doesn't matter now, but I should have used my collaboration because I have one for.
You
when we
can
roll
do that,
initiative.
actually. That is...
When we roll initiative,
also-
I'm not surprised.
I should have not... You're flying a tier 3 freighter.
Okay.
At tier 2... Actually, it's at tier 1 when this happens. The moment you rolled initiative, you could have moved up to the ship's movement. The pilot could. And Asha, you are the pilot. Would you have desired to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. It's not the ship's movement. You need to roll a d4.
Okay. I will roll a d4. How about 4?
That's 200 feet. 200 feet of movement.
Fuck champ. I would have done it so that they still had disadvantage to try and hit us.
Alright,
Evasive
but-
maneuvers.
Well, evasive maneuvers is an action that you can
I
take.
well, yeah, I know. So, am I doing my actual turn now?
Yes, well, let me... Yes, it would be you first.
Cool. I would like to do. I mean, the less ties we have, the better. I would like to do an attack run towards one.
All
of them.
right. So, attack run is an action you can take. You will need to move at least 100 feet, I believe, towards your opponents and have nothing in between you. You can easily do that.
Yes.
And what an attack run lets you do is a pilot can make an attack without disadvantage, because the pilot has many actions they can take, but if the pilot attempts to fire their guns, they have disadvantage always. It's to incentivize you to have gunners.
I'm not here to shoot. I'm here to fly good.
As you can see on the sheet, what you can fire from your pilot seat is the heavy laser cannon. It's mounted on the front. Either of the side laser cannons, but not the quad laser cannon. That's a turret that Nyx is currently... Well, actually, Raestra is currently sitting in that turret. Or you could fire the missile launcher.
I want to launch some missiles. Although, can I do that as a part of my action? Will I have to do it?
Yes, you can. And when you make a attack run, let me triple check. Is that here? No, that's not here. That's over here. Yeah.
Will I have to do it at disadvantage?
No.
No.
If you decide to attack with a tertiary weapon, which a missile pod is, it'll deal additional damage equal to the distance you went, divided by 50.
I don't know how to do that math. I'm just gonna roll to attack, I guess.
If you went 100, it would do 2 additional damage.
Oh, okay. I don't get to roll like a d8 because I see a d8 there. It just does static damage?
No. You would do, so you declared attack run. Attack
Yes.
run does 2 special things. It lets you fire a primary weapon without disadvantage, or if you fire a tertiary weapon, it lets you add extra damage to it. So it would be a flat +2 plus the 2d8 that a missile launcher does. If
Oh,
you hit.
okay. Okay. Well, I hope I can hit them.
This motherfucker literally built a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Well, no, Justin didn't make the spreadsheet. I will
found
show
this.
you.
Oh, you found this? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. It's
I
ugly,
did
but
not
at
build
least
this,
the
I assure
information is
you.
there. So I roll. So it's a +4. Yeah, I rolled a 19.
Yes.
A 19 total.
19? 19 totally hits.
Park champ. I will roll those 2d8s real quick and add a +2. That's not terrible. 11 points of damage to that TIE fighter.
11 points of damage. You, which TIE fighter were you aiming for?
Just the closest one.
That would technically be the one in the middle if they were V formation. And it was the one that hit you. So the lasers hit the shields and you feel it. It doesn't shake the ship, but there's like a resounding as a direct hit happens. And you're like, oh no, and then you charge forward, hit the button to fire the missile, almost on instinct, which you've flown ships before. You've learned to fly ships even in the storms of Shere-Khan, but you've never been in combat. So all of this is coming rather quickly to you. The missile arcs towards this group of TIE fighters, and they maintain formation. It's to the credit of the Imperial Navy, there's some hardened pilots, and that missile right in the middle of the first TIE fighter, explodes in white dust, and the two wings go flying in either direction. It is dead. You did exactly its hit points.
Oh, excellent.
Good shot.
Rad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we really going towards the danger?
I also failed something to teach you guys something. We did Ash's
What's
turn.
that?
I'm gonna rectify this now. At the beginning of the ship's turn, you can regenerate your shields. It doesn't cost any actions, but you have to choose to. It's optional.
Okay. Okay.
Well then, yeah, we'll do that to get those 3
Your
back.
regenerate is based on your shield die. That's a D8 for you guys. Because of the type of shields you have, you don't roll the D8, you just get 8 points back. Which definitely undoes the 3 that you were dealt last round. So you're back to 67 shield points.
Gotcha.
But it did cost you a shield dice. You only have 8 of them. And they only come back when you rest.
We can't get 2 more?
What do you mean?
We can't get 2 more health points?
No, we got 8 back. We
You
were
got
down
8
3.
back.
We got overmore shields. We got
I know,
overmore
but we can't. Just two more. Just
No,
Just get to-
we
how
are
about
not
2 more?
nice.
damn.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, gotcha. I know what I'm doing. Just shut up and shoot.
If nobody else is here for me, Silver's here for me.
I eventually got it. My brain was
I
slow
got
on the
you, Chief.
uptake. Anyway, that's it for me, because I don't think I can do anything else.
Perfect. That's the pilot's turn. Who in
Wait,
fact
do I
is
still have
next?
access to my class shit?
What do you mean?
Can I still give a
A
potent
bonus
aptitude?
action too? I believe so. Anything you can do as long as people are within sight of you.
I will give a potent aptitude to Raestra, because she's on guns, and we need to gun.
Yeah. She is kind of right under you. The way I'm picturing this is like you're in like a little elevated seat. Raestra climbed down a bit of a ladder to be under you in this turret control.
I pat her head. You got this!
But it is not Raestra, it is
It's
next,
not Raestra's
next.
turn.
It is Nyx.
Oh,
Nyx,
is it?
you could have
Okay.
also mounted a gun. Because you don't need the gunner roll to shoot guns. In fact,
Okay.
it would be wise for all of you to be on a gun because this ship has 5 weapons, and that
Oh,
means on its
sick.
turn it can shoot 5 times. So as long
Oh,
as one
sick.
of you is doing it. So
Then I'm gonna move to a gunning position.
all right. The heavy laser cannon's front mounted. That's controlled by Asha. You can get on one of the side laser cannons.
All right. Getting to the side, laser cannons. Let's see here. Where are they on here? Yeah, I think I found it. All right. All right. So its damage is 1d12 plus 5. Wow. Holy
That's
shit.
the heavy
yeah.
laser cannon.
That's the heavy.
Yeah.
No, you want the laser cannon. It's a D10 plus 3.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Neat. All right. Neat. All right. I see it now. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I'll pop into one of them laser cannon boys. Kind of get a feel for it. Chink as the seat moves a little bit. Okay. All right. Just like the simulations. I'm gonna just start shooting.
You set your sights on one of the middle ones. Your attack modifier fires +4 with this weapon. So go ahead and roll your dice.
Okay. 13.
No, you miss.
Fuck.
You go just too high and like get between the wings, but don't hit the little cockpit.
Roll your dice and
damn
move
it.
your mice, and nobody gets hurt.
I haven't rolled higher than a 10 yet.
We'll fix it.
Today's
We'll
session's gonna be.
It's gonna be a
weird.
thing. Don't worry about it.
Are there any bonus actions you desire?
Can I shoot again?
No. I believe you need a modification to do something like that.
Then I guess I'll stay.
Can he not? Can he not accent surge and shoot again? Is that not something he can do?
Oh, can I, DM?
So the rules, you can fire one weapon on a ship per turn.
Yes.
So you could run to the other laser cannon.
Fuck, I don't like this one. I'm moving to another one. I just like climb over Raestra.
What are you doing?
I'm
No,
moving
that-
to a different one.
Though that is taking one away from Cal, if I remember correctly, if Cal wants to also aid in firing.
I would like the missile launcher, and I have a very good reason why.
The missile launcher has already been fired by the pilot this turn.
We can still put him in the missile launcher for the next turn.
You were my twan.
I'm sorry. I didn't
What?
know. I didn't know you
Actually, I'm a liar. Nix, you can go to the heavy laser cannon. There's like a front, there's a
Sick.
front computer. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, like I climb over Raestra just to get to a different one. I don't like that one. I'm getting to this one.
Fucking.
Hold on.
I wanted the missile launcher because it's a tertiary weapon, and I have a venture that increases our save DC for tertiary weapons.
Ooh.
Someone did their homework.
Yeah.
I did my fucking homework.
I'm glad somebody did.
All right. Yeah, glad somebody.
In
did,
fact,
'cause
I
was
imagine,
having a-
Asha, you probably shouldn't have made an attack roll. I think missiles are deck saves. But whatever. You killed a TIE fighter.
I killed a TIE fighter. It's fine. I got to be cool. I got to be a cool pilot.
Make that second attack there, Nix. Since you can actually.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
Still a +4.
Please. No +4?
No, yes,
Still a
plus
+4, yeah. That's
Still
+4.
+4. Okay, I was about to say. Please be nice to me.
No, this is Demon Souls. You get worse when you die.
Yes?
Natural 1.
Aw.
Oh, okay. you like get to it and you're like, yeah, this is a gun, and you just like hit a button, and the button was the deactivate button, and then the gun goes.
Oh god!
And
What
then
the fuck are you doing?
And you hit it again, and it comes back online.
I skipped Star Trek simulation, okay?
Absolutely
Alright, I admit
fucking
it!
useless.
I skipped a class! I needed a day!
Spectacular. Excellent. This is a good thing to know right now.
I was looking at naughty magazines. I was going through fast-tracked puberty.
That was fucking bite.
Yeah.
Nix, get better at aiming. That's an order.
Can't even aim. You turn the gun off.
Can't trust clothes for shit.
Raestra,
That's
it
my
is your
turn.
turn. You're sitting in
Well-
the quad. You're sitting in the quad laser cannon turret. Turrets are
Yeah.
special. I'll take this moment to be clear. We might start ignoring this in the future, but it's part of these mechanics that where a gun is mounted matters. Front guns can only shoot forward, and there are ship turning mechanics that like, oh, if you're not facing your enemies, you can't fire front mounted stuff at it. It's also important when you have big ships with like starboard and aft gun mounts. But anyway, you're in a turret that can aim anywhere, is the point I'm getting at. So you, and this is a quad laser cannon, so it has like 4 rotary kind of barrels, and you're like, all right, this is nice.
Yep, that'll work.
You also have a +4 attack modifier if you simply want to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah. Yeah. So
You can
I mean,
indeed. I think we can cover something else. Let me make sure. Rapid. A weapon with a rapid property can unload on a single target. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes normal weapon damage plus an additional amount equal to the weapon's damage dice. So you can declare a rapid shot and force the tie to dex save and take double damage if you desire, or you can just roll the attack.
I'm gonna just roll the attack.
Okay.
It's plus my dex.
It's plus the ship's stuff, which
It's
is a
plus
+4
3.
for right now. Yeah.
Oh, I guess plus
Plus 4.
plus 4, yeah.
Yeah.
The damage is a +3.
Jesus, 9?
That does not hit.
Christ alive.
But do not
Clearly dealing
hit.
with piloting experiences, fuck. What the hell, fuck?
I might go switch my dice.
Yeah, me too.
Calhoun, it's your turn. Yeah.
Cal,
Yes.
please
It's your turn.
shoot better than we
How are
are.
Am I able to get to the missile launcher, or do I need to choose another weapon?
Because you guys didn't know, I will let you guys have another missile. Missile does have ammo. You have 8 missiles, so if you fire another, that's going to be
Rad.
another. I will allow this once
Okay.
and only once, because I'm a nice guy.
Thank you.
Thank you, nice guy DM.
Why I'll treat you like trash. That's
You
it me
like
back.
trash.
Jesus.
Someone gets it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, let's see.
I'm sweating. I'm so nervous. I'm sweating.
It's fine.
This is an auto weapon, which means it can only fire in burst or rapid mode, and I'm deciding whether I want burst or rapid.
You're which one are you looking at? The missile launcher?
The missile launcher, yeah.
Okay.
It's an auto weapon, so it can only fire in burst or rapid. I can either spray it in a 150-foot cube, or rapid, which
We'll do extra damage
unloads
to one
on a single
yeah.
target. Yeah.
So if you choose burst, the TIE squad formation was so tight, you can get 2 in that burst.
I think I'll do burst then.
So you
And I'll use my venture. So I'll add half of my wisdom mod to the save DC, so it'll go from 12 to 14.
Sick nasty.
Nasty sick.
Alright, these ties are pretty much the only thing they're good at is dexterity saving throws. So let me roll for the first one. What did you say? Oh no, that makes it. That's a 17.
Yeah.
Ooh, but I think that one fails.
Did it roll less than a 14?
It only rolled a 12.
Excellent.
Yep, that'll thank God I had my venture, because that would have saved otherwise.
Yeah.
So that's and it's explosive too, so they are forced to make a constitution saving throw to maintain concentration.
Well, they're not concentrating on anything, but where's that?
It just says the DC for the check equals 10 or half the damage taken by the ship, whichever number is higher. So I need to roll 2d8. 11. 11
again.
Energy damage.
Just enough to destroy a TIE fighter. You just send out a nice little spread that goes to the right of that formation, and one TIE fighter tilts up just fast enough and avoids the flurry of missiles, but the other tried to follow suit, but was just a split second too slow, and the missiles hit its flat wings and explode, and the wings peel off, and then you see the little round cockpit fly, just fall, air quotes, in a direction. And another tie is off the table.
Okay.
Now there are only 4.
Right.
Let's see what I can do on my bonus action. Oh no, that's an action. Fuck. That takes a minute to cast. Fuck. I'm just if that's the case, I'm just gonna call out, Ash, keep us from getting hit. We need as much time as we can get for Hondo.
On it.
Yeah, do that.
That ends the Flare Star's turn.
I want to hear nothing from you.
The tie's turn.
So I'm like rapidly pressing buttons to turn this damn gun back on.
We're gonna do something fun. So now the ties will be able to move just enough to get into their blaster range. So now that you guys have kind of forced the formation to split into 2, they do split in 2. They go and kind of come in at 2 different angles. And the ones on the left are going to fire their blasters. Ooh, that'll hit. That's 3 energy damage. Ooh, and that'll hit too. 3 more energy damage. And they get 2 attacks.
Stop hitting us.
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I am. I'm glad that you're happy. That's 7 energy damage, so we're at 6 plus 7, which is a number. 13. And then it gets to roll its other attack. That will miss. So we're at 13, bringing your shield points down to 54. Shields always take the damage first. They're like temporary hit points. But once they're gone, they're gone. Even if you have shield regeneration die. So that's how that works. The other 2 that went right were the ones that were closer to the ties that have been blown up by missiles. And they're going to return with their own concussion missiles.
Oh, no.
I'm going to need... I suppose the pilot makes the dexterity saving throws, don't they?
Well, it's certainly not going to be Nyx.
Does the pilot have to make the dex saves? I can. I will. If I have to.
I'll do it.
You are proficient. This ship is proficient in dexterity saving throws. So you will add the ship's dexterity, which is +3, plus your proficiency bonus. So I imagine that's a +5.
5.
5 total, yeah, because our proficiency bonus is still a +2.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, day. I will do it. Papa! 17?
A 17 saves.
Yay.
You
I'm
only
glad
take...
we at least have a competent pilot.
Yeah.
That is what I built Ash for!
You take 8 points of damage instead of 16. As you turn, but the missile, clips the underside and still, gives a good bit of damage and shakes the ship. The other TIE fighter is also on the right, is also firing its concussion missile. Another dexterity saving throw, please.
Appa. 15?
15 just saves. So again, only 8. Your shield points are down to 38
Cool.
as these ties have grown closer and are now semi-pincering you. You will need to decide which group you need to turn and face. If you want to fire your... Well, they're at just the right amount of angle because weapons have a 90-degree kind of cone that they can fire in, and they're all just barely in that. So all your weapons can still train on them, though if they continue on their paths, they're probably going to start strafing you, and that won't be the case anymore. But that ends their turn. It is now the Flare Star's turn.
We're gonna
I
get
imagine you
shields
guys
back.
want to, get some shields back. Cool.
Yep.
Plus 8. Back up to 46.
Yep.
Honda's like, we can't take much more of that.
I know!
And I know they have plenty of TIE fighters.
I would like to take the evade action.
Cool. Now, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, after that smart... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just going to say, after that smart remark, while he's pressing buttons to try to turn his gun back on, don't you have a nav computer to be figuring out right now?
You're right. I'll make that check. He rolled a 15.
Yay.
Meaning another completed equation. 2 out of 10.
Only one?
Yeah.
Ah. Ash wants to be Ash is smart. She'd get a billion in a second. All right, so that means everyone else will have disadvantage on their attack rolls on the party, but everyone else will have disadvantage against us, and we'll have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
So evade action.
So you grip the wheel. The kind of, it's not a wheel. It's like 2 joysticks. You know.
Toggles.
And steal your focus and start weaving and bobbing, something you learned to do in the storm.
I'm very good at that. I'm very good at this thing.
And that's Ash's turn. Attacks can still be made, it's just they will be made at disadvantage. So, Nix, what would you like to do?
I would still like to turn on my gun and attempt to shoot it.
Yeah, you definitely... I'm not, gonna say you can't fire because of a nat 1. You're like, okay, here we go. It's fine.
Yeah, all right, I've got it back. All right, hold on.
Big barreled laser cannon. It's the kind that recoils back into itself when it fires.
Hell, today is not a good day for me.
Oh boy.
2 and a 3.
Jeez, that just goes. You're like, yes, and you aim down the center when you should have pivoted to either set of ties.
I'll get this eventually. And when it goes, it's gonna be amazing.
We don't have time, Nix.
Raestra, it is your turn.
I'll just fucking shoot again.
Yeah, you do have disadvantage because
but you do
the
have
ship's
a port
actively
roll.
moving. And
Yeah,
bobbing and
I'll take the port and roll.
Yeah. Well, no, it's you get to add a D4, right?
Potent
Is it bigger
aptitude.
yet? Yeah.
It's not
I'll
bigger
take
yet.
I'll take my potent aptitude. That D4 can mean all the difference sometimes. You don't know.
I'll fucking do it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
You've got to be fucking pissing me, dude. Come on.
What happened?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. Well, you can choose not to roll that D4 since you know it's probably not gonna help. So you still got that D4. But that's right as Ash is going into a roll, and so all the shots just go wide.
This is going great. I'm glad to be here.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Cal, it's your turn. I knew you guys were greenhorns, but Jesus. Space Jesus.
I'm doing just fine. Don't lump me in with their inexperienced asses.
Don't lump me in with the noobs.
I'm gonna leave the missile launcher real quick.
I'm gonna leave the chat. Bye.
I'm
Oh no.
Yeah, a mood to be honest.
I'm gonna call out I'm gonna move to kind of the middle, just kind of looking out the windshield.
Yeah, the viewport.
The Durasteel.
The viewport.
Transparasteel.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the viewport and just kind of call out focus.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a power die.
Yes.
And you steady as
Ooh.
she goes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now, what does that get you?
So, until the end of your next turn, your ship and all allied ships within 500 feet of you, when you use this action, have a bonus to any saving throws they make equal to the amount of rolled.
Okay.
So, let me roll that d8, because I did check
Yeah.
the ship sheet.
Yes.
I roll a d8.
So, all of your maneuvers are powered by the power die. As you can see on our sheet, the Flare Star has 4 power die in the central capacity. That means any station can use that power die. You can have a type of power coupling that splits power die amongst the stations. So like, only operator maneuvers can use this power die in the operations system. But to keep it simple, and I think it's mathematically better, I've been crunching the numbers, 4 central capacity ones are what you guys have. At the start of your turn, you get a power die back. That has to do with your reactor. So don't be scared. Don't be saving them, because you get 1 back every turn.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I rolled a 2, which I know isn't a lot, but hey, I mean,
Oh yeah, to saving
Let me-
throws, that'll matter. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
it'll matter.
Yeah.
I took down a TIE fighter with 2, so...
Yeah, exactly. So, that's great. I love that. Also, be sure, especially pilot, to scroll down to your ship's features, because you have a few. And I think some of them are useful.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot. I'm looking at it.
It's a lot of crunch to this.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I think I know what I'm gonna do on my next turn. DM, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm prepared.
I feel like I know what I'm doing finally. All right.
I think I get it now.
We're this
We're playing
is pod
Is pod racing.
That's it. That's the end of the show. We said
We're
the
done.
thing, folks.
That's it.
We've peaked.
Dun,
We've
dun,
peaked.
dun, 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 dun.
Da, 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 da.
Here's something important before Justin gets to the tie's turn. Any of us can use the feature whenever we have to make an attack roll or saving throw or an ability check to have advantage on the roll.
Yeah.
So 2 times our ship's
Oh.
tier, so we have 6 uses of that.
Yes. Very
Okay.
important. So now the ties are coming in even closer. I don't think they can quite start flanking you yet, but they're
They
still
have
kind of like pincering
disadvantage.
into the sides. Now they're going to inverse. The 2 on the right are going to shoot their lasers, but at disadvantage. Your AC is 15, yes. That won't hit. That won't hit either. Another one. Ooh, that for sure won't hit. That's a natural 1. For sure won't
Womp
hit.
womp.
Sick nasty. The 2 on the left are going to fire their concussion missiles. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw. Now, in space combat, this is special. You get to make it with advantage because this is a attack made at disadvantage. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yep.
This is just how that works.
You also get a +2 to the saving throw.
Yeah.
The bonus.
And this is all saving throws? She just gets +2 more, so it's a +7 now, right? Or is
That's
it the
a
next?
that's a 13 on the first one.
It says your ship and all allied ships within 500 feet, when you use this action, have a bonus to any saving
Okay.
throws they make equal to the amount rolled. So
Even when with that +2, it's a 13?
Yeah, I rolled a 6. I rolled
Even
a 6 and a 1.
with advantage? Oh, okay.
Yes,
Ooh,
I rolled a 6 and a 1. The second one was better. The second one was a 19.
That's 16 damage. 19 save, so that's 8 damage.
we got hit once. It's fine.
You are at 22 shield points
Okay,
out of 67. But that ends the tie's turns.
cool.
It is now
Hooray.
your turn. We're going to start with regening some shield.
Yep, we're gonna regen some shield.
We're back to 30 shield.
Do you guys want me to do the evade again? Does everyone else feel like that's the best course of action?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead and invade because I
Okay.
got an idea.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, evade action.
Keep
Evade-
us
evade
alive.
some
I just need
maneuvers.
to figure out a little more, and I'll make that roll for Hondo.
I do think evading.
Hondo got a natural 20. So
Ooh.
Woo!
That mean 2 succeeds?
that means the DC like goes all the way to 30 plus for like how many. So Hondo technically got a 25, which means three successfully completed, but because it was a natural 20, I'm home ruling that it goes one tier above, so he gets 4 completed equations.
So we're at
you guys
6
are at
completed.
6 out of 10. Yes.
Ooh.
Just keep it. I'm almost there. He's like got an intense focus face.
All right.
Asha, it is
all
your
right.
turn.
Cool. My action is the evasive maneuvers.
Okay.
The evade action. Everyone else is disadvantaged, but they can cancel it out with the ship's cool shit.
Only once per turn. Or does it say once per turn?
It says, when a deployed crew member makes an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, they can use their reaction to have advantage on the roll.
So yeah, you guys can just do that.
They can choose to use this feature after they make their roll, but before the GM says the roll either succeeds or fails.
Okay, yeah, and you guys have 6 of those, so that's sick. If that is your turn, Asha.
And
It
I will
is
give a
now-
bonus to Nyx. Don't
Yeah.
fuck it up!
It is now Nyx's turn.
Yeah, crit this. I'm gonna climb under my gunner seat, pull open the one of the hatches, and attempt to boost weapons.
Ooh, is that one of your gunner things?
It's something I could do in combat if I'm reading this correctly. Actions in combat, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I could boost weapons. You can attempt to boost your weapon output. When you take the boost weapon action, the next time this turn your ship deals damage.
You make so go ahead and make that boost check. You would add the ship
Yeah.
strength, and it's not proficient.
You have a D4,
Okay.
though. I gave one to you.
I'm gonna use it. Please, please, please. Okay, alright. What's the ship's strength? Hold on.
It's decent.
It's 3.
Plus 3.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, awesome. That means this is... Yeah,
believe in you.
19.
Okay. The DC was 12. So you succeeded.
Awesome.
That is your action, though? You don't fire the heavy cannon?
Yeah, I basically, I boost up my cannon. Alright, this feels better.
Well, you boosted up the entire weapon system. So now, Raestra, it is your turn.
One more time, what was the cool thing I could do?
As a reaction, you can declare that you have advantage. So you can cancel out the disadvantage you have right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I already boosted the weapons, so...
Well, she has advantage on damage if she hits.
Oh!
Is what boost weapons does, which is nice. Because she's about to roll 2d4 if she hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna declare I have advantage. Don't fuck it up.
So you only have 1 dice roll, since you had disadvantage.
I'm gonna, just to be sure.
Tell me all about it.
16.
16? 16
Yeah.
hits.
Yes!
Roll 2d4
Finally.
plus 3, you have advantage on the damage roll. So roll 2d4 twice, take the higher.
Okay. Yes! I got 2 and then 4 on the first roll, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna get higher than that 4, so I rolled the other one and got another 4.
Nice, max damage.
How much
Plus
is that
3,
max damage?
so that's
Plus 3.
8,
That's
9, 10,
11.
You killed another TIE fighter. You guys are all or nothing here, apparently.
I got it, I did it!
It's coming around to the side, and you're like, no, this isn't gonna end. So you turn and lead it. The force guides you a little, and perfectly you see the lasers arc and just lance through the middle of this thing and tear it to pieces.
Did you hit him?
Yeah, I got one!
Nice.
Explosions in space.
That's
folks.
great. Don't get cocky.
I won't!
I hate. You're banned. Okay.
Everyone in this call watched Star Wars? What?
What? Cal, it is your turn.
Second verse, same as the first. Steady as she goes.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend another power die.
And
Let's hope it's a little better this
plus
time.
2 to saving throws? Oh, no, yeah, you get to roll it. And you guys regained a power die at the start of this turn, I forgot, so you're back down to 3.
It is a 5 this time.
Ooh,
Excellent.
plus
I'm gonna
5, that
need
will
that,
be
probably.
helpful. That ends the ship's turn. It is now the 3 remaining TIE Fighters' turns.
My solitaire game is also going much better, so I think things are looking up.
Solitaire!
Ashaa-kai, why are you playing solitaire while you're flying the ship?
I can multitask!
I have to multitask.
All right. These ties are now actually truly flanking and coming around you. So, and as they do, they're going to attack run, if I remember correctly. Which, okay, no, but they still have disadvantage because so.
Eat shit and die, asshole. Fall off your ties.
Eat shit and die. I'm just picturing any Star Wars character saying that.
Eat shit and die, asshole. Fall off your ties.
Fall off your horse.
What if
shit and die?
What if?
No.
What if? Hold on. What if you were my brother, Anakin? I loved you. Eat shit and die. Anyway, they're gonna make their attacks with disadvantage. That what's you guys?
You said a 15, yeah?
15? Yeah. Yep. That actually does hit 3 points of energy damage. But that's only 1, so that's that will hit as well. 3 points of energy damage.
I hate it because now I just all I fucking.
You guys got
hear,
away from a crit.
I can't
but that
beat
also
the shit
hits.
out of you without.
Getting closer.
You will try.
I can't beat the shit out of you without getting closer, Anakin.
And this one hits too. Jeez, these pilots are.
I gave them disadvantage. Fuck off.
These are the best of the best the Imperial military has.
Yeah.
Your shields are at.
Jesus.
Your shield points are at 18.
Yeah.
What are they? TIE interceptors? Christ.
And because of that motion, they came at you, and they're kind of both at your side. So now the heavy cannon can't turn to hit them. You would need to physically turn the ship to one side or the other.
Oh no.
But the others can because they're side mounted and have like kind of a full 90-degree angle. But now it's the ship's turn. We're going to start by regaining some hull dice, some hull points.
Yep,
8
yes,
to be
please.
precise.
Yep.
You guys are at 26.
We're not doing too bad.
You get a power dice back. So you're at your max of 4. And Hondo's going to make his check.
I have some shield dice as well.
No, we don't get our shield
Ooh.
dice back.
Hondo rolled a 24. So that
Ooh.
means 3. He's at 9. You guys need 10.
God damn
One
it.
more.
I'm
Need
very,
one
very
more.
close. Just point us in a direction and get your hand on that lever.
I do that. I will do that. I will
I'll do that.
I will do. I will. I will
I
do
will
that.
I will evade while making my way towards the empty sky and the empty space. The empty
So
empty
you
galaxy space.
kind of-
Space.
If you're heading towards a direction, you need to tell me where you're turning, because are you leaving both sets of ties directly behind you, meaning only the turret can shoot at them? Or are you like turning and kind of trying to angle at one of these sets of ties?
I still want at least
'Cause-
the ties to still somewhat be able to be hit so that
There are
we
2 on
can-
your left and 1 on your right. So you can angle left a little and head forward, and the side cannon and the turret can hit it. The left cannon. The boat left.
the boat left. I'll turn towards the boat,
boat
left.
left.
The ship left. And just so we can try and see if we can get rid of that last remaining tie. Well, I'll take the evade action.
Okay. So you're still like spinning. You're just like spinning at this point. It's a neat trick. Maybe they won't hit me this time.
I pray to God.
Nix, it is your turn.
I pray on the fours.
All right. I would like to, since I was put in technician, I would like to utilize a stratagem.
A stratagem? Tell me all about it.
A stratagem. I would like to put in intensify shields.
Oh.
When
What
you
does
are
that do?
hit by a ship attack, you can. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. And I had to use it as a reaction. Sorry.
Well, it's you're new to your stuff. That last hit you took, I can say that you did it then. So what?
No. It's
Okay.
okay. It's okay.
Okay.
However, I will use powerful patch as an
Yeah.
action. I can expend one of the power dies to use hull dice to recover hull points. Wait.
Well,
it's for
no
shields.
hull points have been.
We're on shield points still.
All right.
Something needs
Well,
to
you
be
know
fixed.
what? All right. You know what? I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna put it down. Turn into Gilbert Godfrey. I'm just gonna boost the engines. Fuck it.
Nix, what the heck happened
You
here,
make a DC
accent?
12 on this test here.
I don't know.
You can boost the shields if you want to regain some shield points. That
You
is
know what?
also
I'll
an
boost the
action you can
shields.
make, yeah.
Let's make We're never gonna find that stupid lamp! Look at me! I'm so ticked off I'm molting!
Roll a strength boost check. Add 2, I believe, which is the ship's... 3 strength mod.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that's a 1 again.
It's not doing so hot.
You were like, oh, I boosted the weapon so good, I could just do it again with this wire, but some of the lights dim. Yeah. You get shocked. It's not enough to, like, do physical damage to you, but, like, it's like a really bad static shock. Oh, jeez.
Why does everything taste like copper?
Yeah.
I can only see in black and white.
Stop breaking my ship's wires.
Why do I smell purple?
You better not undo this nav computer.
They are all red.
Why are all the wires red?
It's an aesthetic choice. They came at a discounted price.
Yeah, I can certainly tell. I'll fix it afterwards after we get the hell out of here.
Is this a paperclip?
God, I love Star
That's my
Wars.
turn.
I love D&D.
Raestra, fire!
I love you all.
Fucking paperclip!
Okay, anyway.
Raestra, it's your turn.
I'm going to shoot.
Alright, you can use the fun reaction thing to not have
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah. That's a natural 20!
Oh, roll 4d4.
Ah,
Nice.
God!
Love to see that.
4,
Fucking hell.
7,
Plus 3
Plus 3.
overall.
11, 14.
14. With this, I'll also say you guys angled towards the 2, and with a natural 20, I'll say a fun thing happens. You, like, do the exact same thing. You let the Force guide you. You're like, we're not gonna fucking die here in the middle of nowhere space to some stupid-ass TIE fighters.
I have come too far and have suffered too much to die here. Shut the fuck up!
And you... The laser bolts lance through, pierce through the wings, and the wing falls off, and it goes spinning and spiraling out of control right into its buddy, and does, like, because you did more than its HP, so you did 11 to the TIE, and then 3 to the other TIE, as it clipped its friend when it spiraled out of control.
Good shot, Raestra!
Kal'Shin, it is your turn.
I'm not going to use steady as she goes because I want to make sure that we get out of here. I'm going to take the direct action.
Okay.
I'm going to direct Hondo.
I was waiting for somebody to love this. He's for sure not going to fail this check. He might, though. He might still, though. We'll see. It's better that I do this now. Direct is simply help. Hondo's going to have advantage.
Yep. I'm just going to give him advantage on his astrogation check. Just get us out of here now, Hondo. We need that thing fixed.
Nothing's broken except what this clone has done. My computer works just fine.
This plan is broken.
I've never heard Cal raise his voice before.
My God, am I attracted to this? No.
He is our pansexual king, so.
I like when he yells at me. Hopefully that is just the personal choice and not the weird sexual thing.
Jesus.
He is a war veteran. Of course he raises his voice.
The 2 remaining TIE fighters' turn. They're gonna pew, 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 just kind of pincer in 2 shots each. That's a natural 1.
Yay.
In fact, I will flavor because I like the flavor of it. It is stupid, stupid Imperial pilots. That's the one that got clipped, and he tried to course correct, fired his guns twice, but moved way too close to you and clipped his wings on the bottom of your ship, and that sent him completely spiraling out of control. And he's out of this fight. The other one gets to make his 2 attacks. That will hit.
They were still at disadvantage because I did the evade.
Yes, I am rolling at disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
They do have a +5.
Eat shit
These
and die.
TIE fighters are good at one thing: shooting their guns and being fast.
They need to be good at shit and eating shit and dying, Justin.
And that's another 3 damage. But that ends that TIE Fighter's turn. As you see, also, this whole time, one of the ISDs had been spinning to reveal their port side to you and getting ever so slightly closer. And it's going to fire a heavy laser battery at you guys. You will need to make a dexterity saving throw, pilot, but you do have advantage for A, your evasive maneuvers, and B, you're much smaller than it.
It's a 9.
9?
It's a 9. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Is this a candy wrapper?
Oh.
Where's that candy wrapper in here?
14 energy damage as suddenly you see the heavy laser turrets on the side of the ship just open fire at you guys. Not aiming, just like sending a volley and hoping something hits. And something does connect and it rattles the ship as the shields are dangerously low. You guys are at 6 shield points.
Fuck!
But that was that ISD's turn. It is you guys' turn.
Hondo, I'm ready!
Shield points.
Yeah, shield points. Yes, Justin, of course I want to give the shield points, Justin.
Of course I want shield points, Justin! Honda's gonna make his roll at advantage. Just one more! Oop, okay. He rolled a 16.
Oh, God.
Which is enough for, I believe it's 2, but you guys only needed 1.
We gotta get out of
here.
here.
It is. Yeah, that's 2 complete equations. He's like, you're good! And to jump into hyperspace, you need an action and to move 50 feet forward. So
I have both of those things. I'm pulling the lever, Justin.
Punch
you
it!
Ram into the Star Destroyer and no, that'd be so
We are
weird.
not doing the fucking Holdo maneuver. This is not the Last Jedi.
Everything falls silent.
Mission
you
failed.
glance
We'll
through.
get him next
Get
time.
him next time.
Also, what people are like, oh, why don't they do that all the time? An Imperial Star Destroyer is very massive, and if you guys did that to the Imperial Star Destroyer right now, you just punch a small hole in it.
Also, because it would kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
The answer is because it would kill you.
Kamikaze
very
tactics,
And High Republic goes over the fallout of that kind of shit. Anyway.
Kamikaze tactics only last so long for a reason.
It's a good tactic. You can only do it once.
Yeah. You guys have solved my space battle puzzle. You've successfully, and all of you are rank 1 in your respective stations. Now that you have won a battle.
Lemmy was downstairs. He was waiting, but he's doing a good job. He was
anything.
waiting for orders. He was ready, but he did not have to do anything.
Nick stands up, covered in wires.
All right.
What the
The
fuck
star,
did you do?
guys are in the blue tube of hyperspace.
I lean back in the
Good
chair.
job. Hondo, excellent. Excellent work, inning.
There's like 2 beats of Hondo just looking at the screen, and then he stands up and like slaps his hands on the armrest of the chair. Ha ha! Didn't even get through all our shields. Us versus an Imperial fleet. I knew you could do it.
That was supposed to be
Hondo,
a shortcut.
There's usually nothing there. I know better now. And I hadn't heard anything about it. I thought it was a secret. Apparently anyone that finds their way there, doesn't make it out.
We did.
We did! Because the Onaga gang cannot be held down. And he like claps Ash on the shoulder and Nyx. Get out of the wires. Stop touching my...
I'm trying!
I helped Nyx detangle himself from the wires.
Thank you.
I also get rid of the paperclip and just solder it properly.
Excellent work. We made it out of there.
Appreciate your cool head, Cal.
He's just gonna look at Hondo. The next time you say we're not in any danger, I'm going to choose not to believe you.
Wise. I lie like most of the time.
That's going on the list. That's going on the list.
I knew Jedi were wise. So I liked Kenobi. He never believed me either.
Okay. Let's just get to... Let's get to Shere Khan.
Yes, indeed. Now, about your turret work, Raestra, it could... and then we transition, circle transition.
Hey, she nailed it there
You
at the end. Don't.
You got to
jeez.
lead the target.
No, Nyx was the one that couldn't hit anything out of a box. Raestra at least hit you.
I couldn't even fire the damn turret! I storm off.
Aw. Also, I learned, fun fact aside, there is like a modification you can add to a ship that is just not a brig, because a brig's a prison, a mess hall that comes with a kitchen. So when you guys have a ship, you can do that.
Neat.
Someday. Or if you
Someday.
ever get a ship. Who knows? Ships are expensive.
If we get a ship. Who knows?
I would like
Anyway.
a ship.
I would also like a ship.
There's only a little bit of time, probably like 1 or 2 more long rests before you guys arrive at Shere-Khan. Anything you would all like to do?
Cry.
I'd like to go home.
Through that long rest, ships don't long rest, but there's a word for what they do. Like, Hondo's ship gets all his
Recharge?
shield points back, and yeah, they recharge. Gets all his ship points back, and shield points back, and all the shield dice. So, and that was pretty much the only thing that got expended. That went swimmingly.
We certainly handled ourselves well. We only took damage on our shields.
We took care of your shields.
That you're.
Nyx is very bitter.
I hate flying. Flying's stupid. I hate it.
She pats him on the back.
I wasn't trained for flight, okay? It was my expertise. I was ground force only.
Yeah, I can see that.
I did my best. Being a year from practicing made me a little rusty.
In fairness, I'm not exactly an expert on ships myself, Nyx. We relate in that regard.
Thanks, Cal.
Yeah,
I appreciate
no
it. Yeah. Great.
We'll do better. This is our training. That was our training. Hondo, thank you for the training. Don't ever make us do that again.
I won't. We
yeah.
almost died.
Hey, actually, Cal, do you mind if I talk to you?
Yeah, sure.
Be quickest thing, and then we'll get to the planet. So I know Ash kind of said she wanted to talk to you about your whole force thing. He does the hand gesture again.
Yes, the force thing. He mimics the hand gesture.
Do the magic hand thing.
Yeah.
You mean his powers?
Yeah. I still don't get it. How'd that conversation go? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, it went all right. I think Ash got a general gist of it, but personally I feel like it would be unfair if I were the only person that she went to. I don't necessarily mean to push the job of teaching Ash the Force onto Ray. That's not what I want, but I thought it best if Ash were to possibly get an opinion from her.
Huh. I mean, fair. I get that. Listen, I wonder if you can help me with something when we get on World.
And what's that?
So I used to hear about these Jedi temples,
Yes.
and I was wondering if maybe you knew if the place that we're going to might have one of these hidden temples.
I actually thought about that before. It's a mining planet, so I'm sure that if there was one there, it probably would have been found by now. But it could also be a very large planet, for all I know. It might not be completely explored.
That's what I was thinking too.
Finding a Jedi temple would be nice. I'd like to seek guidance on where exactly I should go next, who I should talk to, who should be a part of this resistance.
Yeah, honestly, a point in any direction would be astronomical. Because it feels like we're just drifting here. Anyway, that's all I wanted to go over. Sorry for bugging you.
No, you're fine. We're still moving in a direction. We can't necessarily say that we're not.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Better than stagnant.
Sure, we could still be on Coruscant.
We could be. We could be dead.
We could be dead. That's also very true. We could be dead.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go get things ready for departure.
I should probably ask, well, I suppose we could just wait until we hop on World.
Ask what?
I was going to ask Ash if she knew about any Jedi temples, but given that we were a myth to her until 2 days ago,
A week.
Yeah.
it's unlikely that she'd know.
Yeah.
Ascension week's
week
over.
ago.
We
so-
did have this conversation.
Yeah.
I will say, because we haven't played in a month, we have had this conversation before, and Ash has no idea that, like, that she was the one that said that, like, we probably would have found one by now since it's a mining planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did talk with Ash before. She said she didn't know. But, yeah. That doesn't mean there's not one there, I guess. Anyway. Good talk. And he's just gonna walk away.
Has anyone ever jumped out of a ship while it's in hyperdrive?
Don't do it. You will explode.
For
Also
the
could
vine.
Spread debris into the hyperspace lanes and hit other ships.
It's not
Or
safe.
even worse-
Don't even think about it.
When it slows down enough to like exit hyperspace, it's going to be going near light speed and could run into something at that speed. You don't want to do that.
Don't do it. Don't even think about doing it. I would like to get to Shere Khan in one piece.
This week on Mythbusters.
Jesus, Star Wars Mythbusters. Just an Aqualish and a
It's an Aqualish and a Trandoshan.
yeah. No, I was definitely thinking of no, it's Adam Savage and
Jamie.
Jamie. Jamie's definitely the Aqualish to me, and Jamie's probably some like not Twi'lek, but maybe that one with the horns.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Anyway, do we want to fast track?
Yes, I get to do the thing now. To narrate. It's a wax.
Poetic.
Paint us a word picture, Jam.
You guys are notified that it is time. You're all on the bridge and looking out the viewport, and the blue tube of hyperspace disappears. The stars are blurs at first, but then come into view. And in most of the view is a planet. The sphere before you is a dusty brown all over with like splotches of a darker brown, as you can kind of, when you focus more on it, see that it's just nothing but dust and wind circling like our planet Jupiter, basically. There's no eye like what Jupiter has, though. There's no big red dot storm. It's all just like one storm. And you can see from this angle, it'd be a little off center, coming off of either end of the planet, like the two spokes in Frankenstein's monster's neck is two long metallic spheres that end in a bigger kind of circle. And Asha, you would know these are the space elevator space stations.
Yep.
The only ways down on the planet. There's one at the North Pole and one at the South Pole.
The upsy daisies and downsy daisies.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. And
why
in
not?
between them both, kind of hovering ominously in front of the planet, is a single ISD.
He's just standing there.
You know this one.
Menacingly.
Menacingly. That was not a Patrick voice, but that was my voice. Oh no.
What's Nyx's boyfriend doing here?
This one has been here for as long as you can remember, Asha. It's just the protection. If anything tries, which anything would have a hard time coming this far into the outer rim just to attack a single planet, but this is just further deterrent. You tell Hondo to go to the North Pole one. That's the one you're familiar with. And the North Pole settlement is where you are from, Ash. There are all kinds of... This circular space station is like nothing but... There's a few defensive turrets on top of it, but all around the perimeter are just like docking stations. And you see all kinds of official looking, some not so like official and put together looking freighter ships coming and going with shipments of metal, going to nearby systems closer to the mid-rim where the Empire builds its fleet and other war machines. As you near it, you kind of get a sense of the scale of this. These things are about half the size of the ISD, these just big discs. and even have a little bit of a civilization about them. Like, there are places to stay and live for the individuals that work there for full time. Some of them choose to live on the surface, and because it's a little more expensive to live here on the space station, so they save money that way and just commute, the elevator commute, the vertical commute. That's weird. And Hondo, using some unknown trick to you that is a part of his ship, fakes some clearance codes and docks. And there's the door opens and you hear the hissing, and Hondo is there. Well, it was certainly a pleasure. And when I say that, it's usually a lie, but this time it is not. You all are a fascinating group. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you've
Appreciate
done, Mr. Hondo.
Don't thank me, you paid me. And showed me a good time.
I will be the
Okay.
I'll be the last one off, and then I'll be like, just take good care of her. You don't have an ace mechanic anymore. And I give the side of the ship a tap. By the way, what's its name? I don't think you ever told me.
Oh, this? It doesn't have much of one. It's just a flare star. I wish I had. I used to have a fun fleet. I had a fire spray. It's dwindling now. But I want something a little sleeker. With more oomph. I know just what I'd call that one.
What would you call it?
Brooke, meta fishing. I'd call it the Katuni. I feel like that's fitting.
I like it. But take good care of this one.
Oh, I will.
And I give him a wave.
Before we leave,
Yeah?
Raestra is going to bow a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of lower her head, and she says, "I think you say this, Chemi." She nods, which in Mandela is just goodbye.
Gesundheit.
She snorts a little and just smiles and goes.
He smiles as well. It was a joke. He's not stupid, but he was being jovial.
Cal will go ahead and just kind of walk up. If at any point you're in need of my services, you know where to find me.
I don't see myself coming back here, but I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, I'm knowing the sort of stuff you get into, I'm sure you'll be able to find me just fine.
The galaxy is small. Or the Force works in mysterious ways. He, gesticulates a little as he says that.
Wiggles his fingers.
Yeah, now you're getting it.
Okay, so I say as we're walking, and I make sure everyone's around me. So I don't know how long we're gonna be here for, but something you gotta get used to is that we have sirens that go off. If that happens, don't panic. Just make sure that you get inside if you're outside, because we have some very turbulent winds that go around here, and you do not want to be caught outside. You do not want to fall into a caican.
Got it.
Raestra
Or be
just
buffeted
nods.
by the microscopic and not so microscopic minerals that are caught up in the winds.
Yeah, you don't want to. We get some real bad sandstorm stuff here, so don't. If you just hear that siren, don't panic. Just make sure you get inside somewhere.
Hmm.
Usually only happens once or twice a day.
Got it. Understood.
We should probably start planning out our next move.
Let's find someone to sit first.
Look,
Yeah.
I got it. I'll take you to my mentor's place. Damn it, I think I gave him back his key. Don't worry, I know how to get into his place. Just follow me.
I was about to say, Ray looks at Cal and is like, "We do, but and then under her breath as we're walking, just let Asha have a minute to be home."
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
This place very reminiscent of both a train station and a shipyard. There's no space is left unused. There are boxes laid out for people to then manually move them onto ships that dock. Everything's pretty open, well lit. There are nothing but uniformed workers of all kinds of species, but also one or two scattered about, either looking at data pads, standing guard people in gray Imperial garb, but none of them decorated. You don't see any, like, lieutenant's insignia on their breasts.
Yeah, Nyx is definitely kind of like he's trying to cover up his face as best he can when they have to pass these.
And Asha, you know
troops.
that these people are kind of administrators. They are, by all technicalities, in the Imperial Navy because the Empire owns this place and directs the distribution, but they are just workers who have these skills, are at the rank that they need to be, and so they're given these uniforms and have a little bit of authority, but basically only over the lay people.
Yep.
And one of them you know personally, and that's probably what you'll have to go to first. Behind a desk is a Twi'lek. Rather androgynous in build and face shape. He is green, kind of a light green, all over his skin, but all over, like tiger stripes, there's like a darker green. And it just like doesn't stop. It apparently is all over. It goes from his leku down his face. And you know this is Azabruki, but everyone calls him Azzy. And his eyes actually get big when he sees you. And he looks from you to your companions, and you come up to the desk. And he says, Asha, you're really not supposed to be here. I thought you were on Coruscant.
It wasn't working out.
Criff, I got you that favor and everything.
I
No,
know.
I
I
tried.
feel. Look, I feel awful coming back.
No.
here.
It's not. I wasn't trying to guilt you. I was just saying, after all that, I feel bad for you. It sucks. Sucks to suck. But everything sucks. Not much better here, but I guess you know people here, huh? But I see you met people at Coruscant. And he, again, his eyes dart from one person to the next.
Again, Nyx is trying very hard not to make eye contact with anybody.
Make a insight check, anyone who wishes.
I will.
Kalsheen is also not going to
Oh,
really look
That's
at
a
me
natural
in the eye.
20 for 24.
I would like to ask if I have advantage.
It's
Yes.
a 4.
That's a 24
All of
for
this
me.
track so far.
Is that a nat 20? I think yeah, that's a nat 20.
Jesus.
I had to check because this dice uses a heart instead of a 20, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to roll at advantage anymore.
Nyx, what did you roll?
That's a solid 9.
Only Ash and Cal know, but you know, like, so completely and so quickly that his glances linger longer on Cal and Nyx. And there's something in his eyes. We'll say.
Ah!
I don't. Recognition, worry, panic.
He is a homosexual, bro.
Flirtation.
Gotcha. I was just making sure that it was not
And you
something we
brought
had to worry about.
Friends, yeah.
They're gay, Henry. Or they're gay heralds.
But Ash, there's a reason. I love that net 20 because there's a reason you know that. The sorry, I'm trying to think of a good way to put this because I have the words, but I want them to come out right. The only bigger whore on this planet is your mentor.
Yep.
He says, I can get you I can open one of the elevators for you.
Thank you so much.
Do you want me to tell Earl?
Yeah. If he comes by, if you could send him a message that I'm here, that I
I
would.
mean, it could be a surprise. It is great when his eyes get big and his jaw goes slack.
That's true.
Up to you.
I'll keep it a surprise.
All right. And he hits a few buttons on a computer pad on this desk, and you see in the center of all of this is kind of like a revolver pistol style of tubes that are all lined up in a circle in the very center, and they're all elevators. Some of them are bigger than others. There are some to one side that are just have a much bigger circumference and therefore probably loading stuff. And then there's all of them on the other side are a little tighter packed and seem to be about the size of the turbo lifts on Coruscant and seem to be for people. Actually, there's only a handful of those. Most of them are for loading. And he tells you, number 6.
Got it. Thank you.
And welcome back, Asha.
I give him a nod.
Nyx will nod at him as well and follow Ash.
As soon as we're out of earshot, and like he was totally checking you two out.
Sorry?
I'm sorry.
Raestra he was.
Yeah, as he's what we would like to call a whore? Affectionately, of course.
Cal's gonna
But
put up his hood.
he was checking you guys out.
Cal's gonna put up his hood. He's done thinking for today.
That's enough of that.
Nyx will look on.
You guys get in the elevator, and this is a strange sensation because the turbo lifts in Coruscant like have a set speed to them for safety. This is just made to go as fast as possible without breaking the metal it's mounted to. And so you guys...
Is jizz being played?
No. No jizz. These are utilitarian.
No smooth, slow, or ups, or pop jizz?
No, don't talk about jizz.
No metal jizz either.
I'll pull this over. I'll pull this game over.
You say
I have the power.
every time. Every time you say it.
I have the power. I do.
Uh-huh. No.
These do have one feature that is apparently for comfort and show, and it's that the door is made of transparent steel, so you can see out.
This is terrible. I hate this.
Maybe it's for fear purposes. Who knows?
It's a short ride. Don't worry about it. Just don't look down. You'll be fine.
Like you can feel the G-forces. It is like you are in a ship without any of the stabilizers. As it's
this
going
is beyond
full speed.
regulation.
Yeah. And you see very quickly, you're like in the storm and there's nothing but sand, dust. You can see like chunks of things, and some of the chunks are like the size of a baseball, some of them are the size of your head, and some of them are the size of a bantha. Of just, well, maybe not the bantha ones. It would
see a
probably
bantha
be...
fly by.
Oh, sweetheart.
When banthas fly.
Like a bantha. Boba Fett's on it. Oh, Jesus. We're not in Kansas.
Anyway.
We're not in Tatooine anymore. But as you get below the storm, you see the immediate geography before you. And what's immediately before you is a canyon, kind of gaping, and it's not even very long from what you can tell. You can see from one end to the other from your vantage point right now. And you can kind of tell from this point that there are carved into the walls openings, and they stack up high, all these like dwellings and buildings and the like. And there are lights, and because there's no sun shining down on Shere Khan, and there is, I think logistically for this, there's a little bit of space because the elevator doesn't open up into the canyon. There's like a tunnel that was built that's just wide like a highway road, and you see like speeders full of things are like orderly making their way to the elevator zone, but you kind of have to walk just a little bit. It doesn't take you very long. It's like a handful of miles, a dozen or so. Yeah. And then you get to the canyon, and where the settlement of Aneth is in this canyon. You can see kind of outside this tunnel is still like just this raging sandstorm, this mineral storm, because it's not all sand. But it's blowing right now. You see it's blowing kind of east to west and then west to east almost immediately. It's like just going in all kinds of directions. You figure that that's what Asha was talking about. When the sirens go off, that's the scanners and systems realizing that very soon the storm is going to blow in a perfect direction to cut through the canyon. And if you're inside the canyon and not in any of the buildings that are carved into the walls, it's bad news bears. So the streets of this, it's actually very western. There's just like this long, clear, there's nothing on it except people at this moment, street that goes from one end of the canyon to the other, and to either side are buildings, settlements, institutions, storage containers. And to the other side, you can kind of see there's like more activity, where there's a big building And Asha can tell you that's where the train station is, where all the miners who live here get on in the morning. And well, there's 2 shifts. There's the night shift and the day shift, and they perfectly work on a schedule to where when the day shift isn't working, the night shift is working, so the mines are being worked almost 24/7. There's a little bit of leeway. But this moment is yours as you kind of step into the town and the Western music plays.
I lead them to Earl's place.
Earl's place is pretty close to this side of the canyon, and it's larger than most of the dwelling places. It's actually 2 stories, which a lot of these are stacked on top of each other, but are apartment buildings. One family lives on one floor, another lives on another. But this one is just kind of a square, and the bottom square is larger than the top square. And it's a little off center, so it makes a cute little shape. But it's pretty utilitarian from the outside. But the door is locked, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I go around the side. Give me 1 second. Let me just entertain them, I guess. I go around the side. You hear some things. Happen. Some noises of things getting moved around. And if you peek around the side, you see Ash climbing up on a ladder and then going in through a top window.
Yeah. She actually gets up onto, because like I said, the bottom floor is a bigger square than the top floor, so she gets up on that little part of the roof and climbs in through a window.
I feel like this is B&E.
Yeah, probably.
I go in. It's obviously into Earl's room, and then not 30 seconds later, the door opens and you see Asha inside.
Huh. I feel like we've committed a crime just now.
I feel like, yeah.
Look, it's my mentor's place. It's fine. He's not gonna get mad.
Who is your mentor anyway?
Earl Ross.
Walks in.
I doubt any of you would have heard of him.
I was gonna say, does that name ring a bell?
Roll a lore check.
I'll do that.
Nyx will, as soon as he walks in, he will investigate the place.
I can give a description of the place.
8, so no, probably
No,
not.
absolutely not.
He's been here as long as I can remember. But the inside of the place, you see stairs that go up to presumably the second floor, presumably the room that Ash came into. Off to your left is what a circular kind of booth. Imagine what's kind of in the Millennium Falcon, cream colored. The place is kind of a bachelor lives here. Dishes in the sink, maybe a couple clothes on the floor here and there. Not absolutely abhorrently filthy, but it's clearly a bachelor's pad. Smell of death sticks, and then off to your right is sort of the kitchen area. Against the wall, that's the wall of that the door is on. There's a sink and more cabinet space, and then there's more cabinet space over on the opposite wall, and then the conservator or refrigerator is on the last wall opposite the table. And you see Ash go in to goes up to the counter, just takes a panel off of the wall and sets it down, reaches her hand into a hole, and then just pulls out a bag. Anyone want tea? This is stuff you can only get here.
Sure.
Right, I'll get this started.
While Ash is making tea, DM, can I investigate the place?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Cool, I already rolled it.
Okay.
17.
17. You see nothing out of the ordinary beyond what Brooke just laid out. There is certainly... No, I don't think there's anything super special. There's just nothing that notable about this place. It is the abode of a single person. You guess human, based on proportions and things, or at least humanoid. And yeah,
I'd offer you his calf, but he's real picky about that. So my tea stash it is, which is a blend that is made from one of the only natural growing things here on the planet, which is a fungi that glows, that is bioluminescent.
Mykin, it's a mushroom. It's mushroom stuff.
I also
Mushroom
stash
tea.
some. You see Ash pull from another stash somewhere else in the room and just pockets it so that she has some on her person. He never did find all the places where I've just stashed shit. But yeah, make yourselves at home. Apologies for the mess and the smell, but it's home.
Better than underground Coruscant.
It's true.
Yeah, I really doubt you had a hand in this. And he like picks up one of the clothes and tosses it on the chair.
It's I mean, it's a little dirtier than back. He doesn't have to mentor me anymore, so let's let this place go a little bit.
Is there like a bookshelf or a data shelf or anything? Nyx is very much just trying to get like a bead on the person that
Definitely not a
Active.
bookshelf. There's a data pad sitting on.
Oh, he'll pick that up and snoop through it.
It does have
Openly.
a lock, so you'd have to make a slicing check.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Don't have proficiency in this, and I believe slicing is slicing int.
I guess so. I guess it would be.
Sure.
Boots it up and you hear the fucking Pornhub noise.
Just shuts that.
Don't go poking in places you're
what
not
did you
prepared to
roll?
find the answers to.
Natural 20
Oh,
for. Yeah, where the hell were you a couple of fucking minutes ago?
Heaton just joked, but it's true. That is exactly what happens.
Closes that real quick. He has specific tastes.
Don't look. The only one that's a big look. As he's a whore, my mentor is the biggest whore on this
Scrolling
planet.
through stuff.
Don't. When I tell you, I am very familiar with the anatomy of various female species. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Not just female.
I am very familiar with just species, anatomy, and I will leave it at that.
Jeez, where the hell were these rolls a couple minutes ago? I rolled another 19 for my investigation.
Ooh.
I want to check his browser history.
What do you think I'm fucking doing?
Can everyone else deafen for me?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh boy, whisper down the lane.
Yeah. Nix, you look into. There is a lot of porn. So we'll get that out of the
Yeah,
way.
Jesus. Yeah.
A lot of searches about pleasuring certain type of species. So like,
Yep.
he's thoughtful.
He's very is Kama Sutra, Jesus.
There is searches about minerals here. As you go further back, there are searches about certain companies. Circa Corp.
Okay.
Circa CZER.
Okay.
A corporation you know is funded by Zygarians. And then one other, hold on. But without naming names, all of these are indentured servitude kind of places, or straight up slavery. And there's like a trend at some point in the past, and it's a good while back, with that kind of role. But that, I think, is the important thing you get.
Okay. Is it possible, DM, if you would allow me to make one more to kind of go into that indentured service stuff?
No. Only so much time can pass.
That's fair.
And Jeffy.
Hello? We good?
Hello.
Hello. Yep.
Hello.
Nyx is like cycling through. He'll stop for a moment, quirk his eyebrow a little bit, and then close the data pad and place it back on the table. These guys got a lot of porn.
Again, the sky's full
Like,
of dust. Say something that's...
No, like Ash, Ash, I understand where you're coming from in that, but that it's that's a problem.
Look,
Like that might be a long-term problem.
it's like, what, getting close to 70 now? It's not like it really matters at this point.
Yeah, but good. May the force be with him. Jesus.
That's so
Did
good.
somebody say force?
May the force be with him has in this context has such a God help him.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very much a bless his heart kind of thing. Literally, illuminate. Anyway,
It's in that moment where the door opens. 2 heavy footfalls come into the room, and then a thunk sound, as a man, average human height, maybe slightly below average, steps in. He has brown tannish skin, thick hair that's kind of just like haphazardly pushed back. It's salt and pepper at this point, but more salt than pepper. And just a against all odds, well-trimmed goatee, Robert Downey Jr. style, you know.
Ooh.
Also salt and pepper. The thunk was his pickaxe that he kind of like put down on the ground. And you're all, it's kind of this, he looked at me, I looked at him moment as he like steps into his abode to many people, but his eyes quickly land. And Ash, you would have sensed him coming in before the door opened, actually.
Yeah, I would have.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
I'm back! I made friends.
That's an introduction.
Ashla?
Yeah? Is there a problem?
Who the bloody hell are these people? And that's where we'll end.
Star Wars First Resistance is a live play Dungeons & Dragons podcast using the Star Wars 5e system, which can be accessed for free at sw5e.com. Our podcast features the player talent of BubblingBrooke as Ashaa-kai, Silver Keyblade as Calchin Phimiir, Ben Lepard as Nyx, HitenNoRuroni as Raestra Akkan, and this Justin as the Game Master. You can find links to our social medias in the description. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please, we would love it if you left a positive review, commented, and shared this with your friends. We can't thank you enough for listening to us goof around and tell stories, and we hope you'll join us on next episode. Until then, may the Force be with you.